Medellin is a city nested in the Andes Mountains. With perfect weather and easy accessibility, it is considered the door to Latin America. In this magnificent region that used to home a monastery and a Roman Catholic seminary, God has graciously provided the Seminario Reformado Latinoamericano with a prime downtown location. The SRL Seminary building contains 27 dormitories that have bunk beds and bathrooms. Although the seminary can house up to 100 students, SRL's goal is to comfortably house at least 50 students. The first thing we encounter as we walk into the seminary is the lobby, where students and visitors are received by staff members. From here, several of the main offices can be accessed, including the offices of the Administrative Department, the SRL Latin American President, the Academic Director, and the Director of the On-Campus Program. Next to these entrance offices is the Ruth Fields Auditorium. This multi-purpose room is named after Mrs. Ruth Fields, who prays for the seminary daily and has supported the seminary for 15 years using her own resources. For this, we are profoundly thankful to God. The auditorium serves as a classroom, convention center, chapel, and is a place where a Presbyterian church gathers every Sunday. Here, students not only receive intensive courses every 2 weeks, but also have public devotions where they are able to practice preaching each morning and receive feedback from their peers and the director.
Cuando él habla del ahora me gozo, está hablando de un tiempo presente, de un gozo inmediato que Pablo estaba manifestando.
Todo error, oh cumple tu ministerio.
Next, we have a hallway that leads to SRL's brand new recording studio, one of the best of its kind. The creation of the studio was made possible by funding from a generous donor. It is named the Sola Scriptura Studio and is a space that is also used as a classroom. Here, new virtual courses are being recorded so that thousands of people can study at SRL from any part of the world. Additionally, the new recording equipment allows SRL to create recordings in other parts of the seminary building and produce a variety of content. Right next to the studio is the audiovisual production office. This is where the production team, including social media management, graphic design, video production, and dubbing, develops and distributes SRL's content, such as virtual courses and the Latin American Reformed Theological Conventions in its online edition, as well as post-edifying Reformed content on social media that is seen by thousands of people. It also contains a dubbing cabin that is acoustically treated for professional audio recording of virtual courses and simultaneous translation for on-site classes and events, which allows everyone to listen to courses in their own language. Within only a few months of having the studio built, SRL has already produced 10 recorded courses that are now being edited and dubbed. SRL intends to have over 40 courses recorded by the end of 2024. We are now entering another area of the building. The beautiful art on the wall was done by a professional painter. The painter's father was at the seminary but had fallen ill, so he painted the wall in order to raise enough money to take his father back home to live with him. As we follow this wall, we reach a very special room, the library for the seminary. Here, students can fill their minds and hearts with content from renowned authors on the history and doctrine of the Reformation. Affectionately dubbed the Acosta's Library, it is one of the biggest Reformed libraries in Spanish in Colombia, one of the largest, in fact, in all of Latin America. This is also one of the places where students have table talks, which is how they share everything they've learned during their courses and exchange ideas about different topics. As we go through a nearby hallway, we can see some of the students' dorm rooms and the office of the virtual program and communications director. Next to it is the academic director's office that is used for counseling students. At the end of the hall, there is a special suite named after one of SRL's generous contributors, Mr. Larry Moore. The suite includes all of the commodities and is where professors and visitors can stay during their visit. The next area is the dining room, where students eat meals and fellowship with each other. Behind this is the kitchen, where students often help the chef prepare meals. We care deeply about the cleanliness and quality of the food that students eat.
En el SRL, los estudiantes también son capacitados para seguir las normas de higiene y de salud en la elaboración de los alimentos.
SRL is concerned not only with academic training, but also with learning in different areas of life, such as character and service. Guided by much prayer, SRL is utilizing this beautiful place that God has provided to us through the support of SRL's ministry partners. In fact, the majority of SRL's budget is applied to the seminary and building, while $128,000 is still needed to pay off the building's mortgage. SRL's supporters, by God's grace, have enabled this building to become an anchor in Latin America, where hundreds of students have become equipped to take the Reformation to the rest of Latin America.